have a quiet prediction for the volleyball tournament at the Olympic Games in the year 2028. One of those thoughts people usually keep to themselves, just in case it might jinx something, but I'll say it anyway. I see the team from the United States of America at the very top, and I will add right away, this is not a prophecy from a crystal ball or excitement from a single successful tournament. I am looking instead at three converging lines. Paris 2024, the World Championship in 2025, and the Under-21 World Championship that same year. It is in this overlap, almost incidentally, that my belief is born. The team from the United States of America has a strong trajectory toward Los Angeles. This is confirmed by the team's head coach for the Olympic Games in the year 2028, Coach Kirali, who says, "Our main goal is to stand on the top of the podium." And now, what I like about the game of the team from the United States of America. Their system of serve reception and subsequent attack was built on a simple but well thought out distribution of roles between Anderson and DeFalco. The offensive option depended on who was receiving and where. When Anderson received in the middle, DeFalco, acting as the outside hitter, attacked from the right. At other times, they switched roles. Against the opponent's float serve, both stepped back from reception, leaving the space to the Russell-Shoji duo. Occasionally, DeFalco joined at the last moment with an overhand pass.
The serve reception and follow-up attack system of the team from the United States of America was flexible and adaptable, capable of changing depending on the situation. It is worth noting that the team from Bulgaria drew inspiration from this approach at last year's World Championship, with Alex Nikolov playing the central role.
And what did I like about their offensive concept? Above all, the speed of execution. Not as a decoration, but as a principle. Of course, that is no groundbreaking innovation in modern volleyball, but the fast-paced combinations, especially from the left side with Russell and DeFalco, were executed with remarkable consistency, regardless of whether the reception was perfect or far from the net, and whether the setter was close or far from the attacker. Such gameplay demands a true setting master at the net, and Christensen is undoubtedly one. We will talk about him more later. It seems that this speed is not just a tactical idea for a single tournament, but a systemic principle that has taken root in the game of the United States of America Under-21 team as well. And from there, a new impulse might arrive for the Olympic year of 2028.
No offense can function without experienced attackers. They must be battle-tested, proven over time on the international stage. So let us recall a few plays by Russell and DeFalco. Small snapshots of their mastery, where the ball momentarily submits to human will. They are in the stage of their careers where players do not leave, but rather return. That is why it is more than likely that although they were absent from the World Championship in 2025, they will once again wear the national jersey at the Olympic Games. Veteran Anderson speaks in a similar tone. Carefully, as befits an experienced man, but clearly nonetheless, I am tentatively committing to Los Angeles.
And on the other side stands the youth of the Under-21 team. They impressed me in a different way, like a lightning bolt from the middle of the net. Not even their more experienced teammates displayed such explosiveness. It was speed, audacity, and promise all in one. Perhaps another reason to believe that the year 2028 could be their time. Then there is the serve. At the Olympic Games in Paris, I was pleased with the approach the players of the United States of America took. It aligns perfectly with my belief that the first attack in volleyball is the serve itself. It must be a shot, and the players of the United States of America, all 6 starters, used a jump serve, one missile after another. The opponent barely had time to breathe and was under pressure again. I saw the same from the young players of the under-21 team. The same courage, the same power, another promising sign for the future. And the defense? Since the Olympic gold medal in 2008, when the world remembered star names like Loy Ball or Clayton Stanley, I personally admired more what remained outside the spotlight. The backcourt game of the United States of America team. That quiet, persistent work that does not make noise but wins tournaments. And they continue to carry this family silver. It was evident in Paris, as well as among the young players of the under-21 team. Defense, especially floor defense, is one of their natural strengths. The ball rarely hits the floor on their side, and when it seems lost, someone still brings it back into play, as if it were a matter of honor.
And what about the young successors? Some of these boys were barely out of their cradles when the team won gold in Beijing in 2008, and yet it seems that the American defensive gene reached them. This tradition is not passed down through words, but through dives on the floor and saved balls. Floor defense, after all, is what makes the crowd jump out of their seats. Not the expected spike, but the ball that was almost lost and then rescued.
What kind of defense would it be if it didn't start at the net? Floor defense can be as strong as it gets, but without a solid block, it's like trying to put out a fire without water. The block must cover the sky above the net so the back row knows where to stand and where to move. And here, the under-21 players may be a step ahead of their older teammates. Part of it is physical. Most of them are over 2 meters tall, some even taller than 205 centimeters. But height alone doesn't make a block. It seems they also have the elasticity, strength, and lightness needed for it. A new, graceful generation. Long arms above the net, great timing, and blocking, a pleasure to watch. And now we come to the man everything should begin with. Setter Christensen, participant of the Olympic Games in Paris and last year's World Championship in Manila, the cornerstone of the American game, without whom it is hard to imagine their structure for the Olympic Games in Los Angeles in the year 2028. He says it himself, "I'm 100% planning to be there." But no sooner has he spoken than a 2-meter shadow is already breathing down his neck. Rosenthal, the under-21 setter, stands at an impressive 208 centimeters, a height reminiscent of the Bulgarian star Nikolov. On the net, he's already weaving magic, especially with his back sets, which he hides like a skilled magician hides a card up his sleeve. What he lacks is international experience, and he still has 3 years to gain it. So we'll see who will back up Christensen in Los Angeles. Maybe it will be Rosenthal, and who knows, perhaps he'll even make the starting lineup.
American volleyball is approaching the future like a skilled builder. The foundation lies in Anaheim. That's where the United States men's national volleyball team has its daily workshop, focused, steady training. And from there, it's only a few minutes to the arena where the Olympic medals will be contested in the year 2028. But even the best workshop is useless without material. The Americans call it the National Team Development Program. We have increased the number of monitored athletes tenfold, says Peter Vint, Director of Sport at USA Volleyball. We don't want anyone to fall through the cracks, adds Karch Kirali. The results from Youth World Championships are not random shouts into the void, but confirmation that the seed has taken root. Tall, explosive boys, not yet fully shaped, but already with a clear form. And most importantly, they are playing the same volleyball cultivated in the senior workshop. Perhaps that's the greatest American strength, continuity. And above all, hangs a giant mirror, the home Olympic Games in the year 2028. Not as an advantage, but as a responsibility. If volleyball is not one of the breakthrough sports of the Los Angeles Games, something is wrong, say the leading figures of American volleyball. I believe them. That's why this episode exists.